nuts. They said I got leukemia. Jules is here.
We also have Jules in the house. What's up? What's up? Jules in the house. This is going to be a very difficult podcast to do.
Hey.
Look at this shirt. Look at this shirt. Is this a little
all
wide?
different times of the day and other places. And if anyone
this is a little wide.
ever tells me to go to sleep
This
again,
is not how I dress.
you're not my dad. You're not my daddy.
I don't dress like... Do
You
people
don't pay
know
my
that I don't
bills,
dress like
don't
this?
Tell me what to do.
I don't look like this
Do
at
what I
all on
want.
the street. You'll never recognize me. What am I supposed to wear? A dang hoodie? A GD shirt?
What's up, music?
Hey, welcome to the big show. REDBAR. Party time. Drink time. Big show. Hey, thanks for coming out, everybody. I really appreciate it. Okay, I gotta stop goofing. Gotta stop goofing, man. Today's a very serious show with some serious allegations. People doing prison time. Possibly. I don't want to really, there's some people I don't want going to jail because it ruins all the content I want to do about them. Somebody might be going to jail tonight. Well, probably not. Probably not. I'll tell you about that later. That's a big teaser. Some coming up. Some inside scoops. We're very excited to be here today. This has been a glorious week for us. We've been very, very sick. Got timers going off. Hold on. Stop and repeat. Welcome to REDBAR. Hey, did you catch our last episode? That was Scars Club. We had a great time last episode, right? Jules?
I think it was pretty great.
I thought last episode was wonderful. Today is going to be even better. Should we have our little first drink? Kick things up. We got a big list of stuff today. We're very excited to see everybody here. Are you Scars members here? It's our Scars Club. It's like Mug Club. RedBarRadio.net/Scars. If you're watching, shout outs to the Clippers. They did a much better job this week after my quick little speech last night. We're seeing a lot of pristine clips out there.
Wait, I thought you were supposed to change your whiskey this week.
Stop everything. Stop everything. I've got an email here, a listener email, and I need some advice. You guys got to tell me what you guys think here. Sometimes I get listener emails, I'll throw them in the notes. You know, I can't start reading listener emails too much because then they'll start writing phony emails. You know, they'll start writing little phony emails. But listen to this email I got. Hey, Mike, consider a different brand of whiskey. What do we have here? This is Jim Beam, Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Okay, he says, Mike, change up what you're drinking. That Jim Beam is fucking up your health. Oh boy, here come the remarks. Not sure if Jim Beam is your favorite or if it's better for shooting during 6, 7, 8+ hours that you and Jules are putting in. Regardless, please consider Macallan 18 or Johnny Walker Blue. Oh.
I'm like,
I would recommend taking sips throughout the show rather than full-blown shots. Changing my whole dichotomy here. Moreover, try drinking on an off night with it. Maybe you already do. I don't. Okay? I hate drinking. I really don't even like doing this on the show. I understand the look of the show is at the top of the priority list and may piss off the poor. Okay. You're saying that I'm drinking Jim Beam to relate to the poor people more so they don't annihilate me, kill me like they do Tom Segura. It might piss off the poor. However, this will only increase the value and look of your show and not put you in a hangover coma. Okay, this is the part I was interested in. Phenomenal show. Fuck the fools out there. Thanks for bringing me out okay. All this stuff. Thank you. Happy birthday, he says. To Scars Club member. Is this true? If I drank Blue Label, would I get less sick? That's the question. What do you think, Jules? Would that make me less sick? Is that something that's true?
Next week you should only drink Blue Label and only sip.
Ooh,
you could get one of those things like Jenko's buddy hat, like a little snifter, whatever you call it. What do you call
Sniff
that?
this off of warm drinks. idiots in there, snifters. I saw a guy on George Janko's co-host. Have you seen this monster? He was sitting there. He was trying to get into Nikki Glazer's pants. He had a giant snifter filled with ice. I started acting like an Australian waitress. I said, sniff yourself for warm drinks, you know. And P. Diddy got very mad. Anyone know the reference? Anyone know the reference? Why P. Diddy snifters are for warm drinks?
I still don't even know what the fuck's happening.
These are love. We got a great show tonight. Let's put that drinking song on. Let's have the shot. We're still doing the shots. He does
One of my
shots.
best friends is like blowing up.
Why is he doing shots instead of
talking
singing?
about?
We'll find out.
Stuff happening, Kid Ford or whatever.
This might make me go.
I still don't get it.
Houdini. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to
And there's
REDBAR.
the obvious about Houdini, and then there's like. I imagine it'll be worse in worst case scenarios.
Welcome to REDBAR. Dua Lipa. One more. Doing
So
one more
playing
here.
with a few things tonight, light,
Please go slow, go slow. We don't want anyone getting hurt.
and hopefully perfect audio sound.
Cheers.
I feel like I should have
Cheers,
not a
your
mic that goes like this, but like some kind of
Okay, I'm
pitch.
feeling it.
Like sometimes when I watch the chat movies and stuff,
Okay.
I feel like I sound like I'm in like a fall, you know, or something.
This is
Probably
cringe, right? Catch me before I go Houdini. It's Dua Lipa's new song.
I love
She's
this
going
song about
Houdini. Maybe over in the UK, Houdini isn't as cringe as it is here.
They have a good
We don't go
mansion
Houdini
in
here. What does
Los
that mean? Go
Angeles.
poof? She's gonna disappear?
It's mostly just for parties.
Music video was awful too. Welcome to REDBAR. We hope you're having a fine week. Oh, wait. I gotta put on some of my drinking essentials here. None of this is ads. But yeah, I gotta put on a drinking patch here today. We're trying to save me. So that's nice that this email came at the right time. Because I've been getting very sick after the shows. It takes me about 5 days to recover after doing one of these shows. I'm not kidding. What happens is
Well,
when
maybe if you practice drinking a little more, then you would.
be worse. I'd be much worse. So drinking is the one thing that affects my disease the most. So they say I shouldn't drink, you know, I don't really visit doctors anymore, but you can tell I shouldn't be drinking. When the show ends here, what was it, like 1 a.m. last week? When the show ends here? So it's like 1 a.m., then we got to upload the show. That takes about an hour here. We're sitting at the studio, we're mixing down the audio version. I don't know if anyone's noticed any differences in the audio version. It's getting a little sweet processing there at the end. Probably sounds like spit.
It's like just starting to hit me.
So we're here pretty late, and then I get
really
home
do
and I'm
have
pretty jacked up because I'm on all this
sensitivities
stuff.
with
I'm on my
ears.
5-hour
Misophonia,
energy.
I
I'm
think
all
it's
hyped.
called.
I end up staying up till about 5
And then
a.m.
asthma,
Then
thing.
I
Like,
wake up
people
the
love
next
those
morning
sounds.
to post
So
the
like
show.
that love-hate of like different sounds.
To post the show on the website, so I wake up pretty early, refreshing to see when it's done processing. These 8-hour shows take a long time to process all the different versions. It's 8 hours processing. So I'm up, and then I don't get any sleep that day, and then it kind of snowballs into a really, really tough week. That's why it takes us so long to get back here. I mean, I'm basically rebuilding myself from scratch. Would a higher end whiskey prevent hangovers? I got a hangover patch here we're going to throw.
What a higher end whiskey.
You might need to cut the camera away because I got to take off my full shirt for this, and I'm not. Catch me for I go Bert Kreischer. We got a great show though. Just bear with me here while I peel. I'm not good at peeling anymore.
Get that thing off of there.
Ooh, it's hard to do stuff with all these men.
Every time you try to peel something off, your fingernails just peel off instead.
There's a lot of men staring at me. Oh,
It's so embarrassing.
look at this. Wait, cut to the close-up. Look what I did to it. Here.
That's a waste of DHM.
Not you. DHM, yes. Michaela Peterson. Michaela Fuller's newest supplement. We're going to put that
Oh,
on
you're putting it on your hair?
I don't have any hair. I shaved my wrist completely bald. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to take this. 9 a.m., not a big deal. We want people to feel good the next day after Red Bar, not feel like complete crapola like me. What does this say? Recommended use take 2 capsules with water as you go. Okay, as you go. Here we go.
Double up on hangover cures like that?
I am tripling up. Guys, I like to experiment with my body. We're going to have such a great time today. Wait till you see the fool's content that Jules and I have gathered for you. We're going to be ripping on a lot of guys, and we got a lot of guys watching. Cheers. We're going to take these.
Oh, really, dude?
There we go. Okay, that's probably the worst place for the patch, but that might work. It might not. I didn't want to rip up my whole sleeve. You might see something you don't want to see. Okay. Welcome to the bar. Have I said that before?
Yeah.
Let's waste a lot of time up front. No, we got a lot of good stuff. You know, I woke up this morning to Instagram, and you'll never believe who started following me. Should we do a quick rise and show the people our stuff, Jules?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Cover this.
Okay, let me find songs for a show. Sorry, we're going a little slow here today. Very rough week for me. I might have leukemia, they said. Rotten Tomatoes, this is really interesting. Oh, this is IMDb.
I saw this movie.
I need a Rotten Tomato. Here we go. The Curse, Rotten Tomato, 92% critic. Okay. Here's the problem. Look at this. 21% audience. They don't get The Curse. This is a good one. Do you or your friends not get The Curse? You're one of those people that we've been talking about. You're one of those people, then. This is a good test to see who's who out there in the world. If you're one of those people, and we read some of these reviews, some of the audience reviews were like, this is the most boring show. I kept waiting for something to happen, but literally nothing happened. They didn't even do anything funny. And we're sitting there going, we were on the edge of our seat, dying, laughing at every part. We're on the edge of our seat, loving The Curse, with everything we could love about a show is in this show, from start to finish. I mean, so much so that we're going to rewatch Eps 1 and 2. I'd never done
He
that
never does
with
that.
a show. So to see so many people not getting The Curse, and I'm not going to explain it for anybody, but are you one of those people who didn't get The Curse? If so, how are you getting, what parts of Red Bar do you like? Maybe you're more of a Dino type guy. Uh-oh.
I haven't seen The Curse, guys. What's
Is
it on?
Dino one of the 21% who didn't get The Curse? This is a good way to separate people and find out who's who. Do you guys remember
the one that went like
Dino?
On the other side of
Mike's in
everything.
trouble with a listener, and I knew this was going to happen with this Dino a couple shows ago. I showed you this random video that I was tagged in. Remember that? Do we have that one, that random video?
No, I'm not.
Let's see if I could find that here in my little search.
I review Red Bar clips.
No, all I got is the new one here. It would be cool to show Dino's original video if you could find that. I played it a couple shows ago.
You're not welcome.
And it was this really cute guy looking like a Zack and Cody type. And it was like a totally different guy than the usual fare that we see around here.
Red Bar,
Totally different type of guy.
Give me a sec, 'cause I'm pretty sure I named the note like some random guy.
Yeah, random guy. Let's see if we can find this, because I'll show you the video that got me interested in Dino, and then we'll show you the issue that we're having with Dino, because he's after me.
I think you should
And
ask
I need your
yourself
help.
some questions before you come and talk to me.
I don't see anything under random guy. See a lot of stuff under guy. Yeah. Let me know if
It's so
you could
funny,
find it.
guys.
If
I
not,
used
we
to
could
be,
move forward.
A lot more nervous.
We could definitely move forward. If anyone has a video
People
of
write
Dino
stupid shit like this
that we could
idiot.
show. Let's give this 5, 4,
Who's
3.
Nefesh? I don't even know what that is. Can you
Oh,
go
she's
away?
still looking. I know,
So
but I
people
can
like
only
that used to
burn
come on,
calories
I'd be
for
like
so long.
nervous.
Well,
You know? Like,
Oh, she
now
found
I'm
it.
just
Look
like,
at that. In the
What?
Nia Burr of time. Talk about Nia Burr.
no, I've never met anyone
Can't believe
named
what
that.
happened
So
to
go away.
my Nia Burr. Okay, here's the video that Dino sent. I played this on the show randomly. I said,
Hey, what's up, Mike?
I said, look at this cute guy, Diamond Dark Dino. He found us and he sent us this little message. I thought this was so cute. Cute in the way where it's like,
Thank you.
you know, look at this guy. Here he is.
I'm just an old retired club musician.
Old retired
Old
club.
retired club
growing
musician
my
who's, like,
YouTube account,
25.
I watch your show. You're on my. Can you hear me? Can you hear yourself? You're on there downstairs. So like Kill Tony, all these podcasters that you cover, I watch them and then I get in
Okay, so
front
I'm
of them
gonna
like
block
He's got the same haircut as
No?
one of Taylor Swift's guitar players.
Don't find out who- Don't talk
Sidoti.
about my sister.
Phil
Don't talk about
Sidoti,
my
what's his
nephew.
name?
Don't talk about
Paul Sidoti. Look him up.
on YouTube Shorts, and just by default, I'm not saying I'm talented, but they're so not talented that I've gained followers. And dude, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, man. I'll show you some stats. I've
No
grown so
need.
much in like the last 4
I love
months.
this guy's tank top. It's like that
I'm not
classic.
like popular or anything, but like I'm way more popular than I used to be.
Like, you know, he cut it himself.
Thank you so much,
make it
man.
A little bit, like, bigger
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
rock
side.
on it. And I hadn't seen a guy like this, you know, this genre of guy. I haven't seen him floating around here in quite some time. So I,
This
you know,
genre
developed
of
a
guy.
rather
That's a good way to
large
put it.
interest in Dino. Well, if you're part of our Facebook group on Facebook, redbarradio.net/BBG, the Bring Back group, you've probably seen Dino ever since I played his video. He's gone crazy. He's using this Bring Back group as his personal place to post every Dino update. A lot of these illogical. A lot of these don't really make any sense. And I saw people were playing around with it for a little bit. And then I woke up one morning on the wrong side of the bed to 40 posts from Dino. I started clicking remove, 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 remove. And it gives me this nice option in the Bring Back group. When you remove a post, it says remove post and turn on post approval for user. I said yes. So I censored him, and look what happened next. So I censored him in the Bring
Go
Back.
to the last one.
Yeah. And I said, you know, I turned on post approval, which means if he wants to post, we get a little notification we've got to approve it, which I would have done for all of his posts. He sends me a screenshot that he's been put on admin approval.
Sam,
Look at
don't
this.
you
He
think
went
his
to
heart was
post,
broken when he saw that.
and
Don't
it
you feel
says-
bad at all?
So he went, yeah, well, I'll tell you. He went to go post, and he sees submit a post for admin approval, and he gets furious.
I mean,
He screenshots, and he writes, admin approvals? LOL, great show, I'll always watch, but I don't associate with censors. Woo! I left the
What does
group,
that even
and I'll
mean?
never return.
I can't believe you did this to him. I'm
You guys
pissed.
hilarious. but
Can't
I still
censor
have no
me
idea who Josh
And
Denny is.
decide
I'm sure I can
what or
figure it
when
out.
I can say it. And then attached
I'll
is a
Google
video of him and the band
I just think
all
it's
cheersing
hilarious.
and rocking.
Oh my God. Josh Denny's not even talking about this. Josh Denny
So-
wouldn't even do this.
Then it
Like,
gets
who the
worse
fuck
here.
is
Let me
Josh
show you
Denny?
this because we're under attack. Is this next screenshot here? Let's see this. So now they're finding that Dino's out there. Let's see.
Joshua Denny.
Let's see what Dino's.
Wait,
No, this
canceled
doesn't seem-
comedian,
I don't know what
not the
this is.
physician. 'Cause there's
Do we have a
physician
link
too.
to the Bring Back group? Maybe this is it. See this first link here. Yes, this is it. Look at this. So Dino's out there on random clip
Is this Josh
channels. Here's a
Denny?
clip of me. It looks like we're doing Cheap Champions.
Nice.
Thank you
nice
for
clip.
clipping that. And
Who
here's
the fuck is
Dino.
Josh Denny? That's exactly what I wanted
Have you
to know.
ever been to his Scars
Say hello
Club on
to the
Facebook? LOL.
internet's most
4,000
canceled
creeps in there. LOL.
Josh Denny has spent the last
No.
decade
Dino!
traveling the country and enjoying.
So should we let him back? What do you guys
this
say?
him?
Let him back? Should we vote?
Should we uncensor him?
Press 1 for Dino to be back. Press 2 if you'd never like to see him again, and we'll
Sort of
tally those up
bio.
in just a few minutes here, and then we could even congratulate Dino on the decision, whatever it may be. We
so
could do that
one
live
is letting
today.
him back.
1
Yeah.
means we should let him back. Press 1 in the chat if we should let him back. 2, if no, I can't stand this Dino, it's too much. You should have seen how angry that made me. Thank you, Dino. Cheers to Dino.
Cheers, Dino.
I knew that was going to happen. Censoring him.
I mean, I don't know how you can continue with that on your conscience.
It was scary. I know this guy's going to be, and he's messaging me, 40 times a day with videos, links, episodes that he's making, song recreations of it. I mean, really, I haven't clicked on any of it, Dino. Not one.
There's a pretty even split between 1 and 2.
Really? Look at that. You hear that, Dino? 4,000 creeps.
I'm sad about you guys.
Okay, what should we do next here, Jules? It's your choice, because we got a lot of stuff. We could just keep burning through these. Should we do some light news here?
Sure.
Light news. We could do
Light
wild.
If you're interested.
Yeah, of course. There's stuff that happens during the week that we should touch on. Let's see, some light news. Do we have any music to open light news with? Just anything nice? Shaking the mood a little bit here. And we'll do some light news. Light news. Take a little puff here. You want to do a sneaker with me? Rolled and ready. It's time to energize with a 5G pre-roll here on REDBAR. Take a couple puffs so we could get into the news. I saw some guy, he said, Mike, you got to stop covering the fools and just start covering the news like everybody else. I said, okay, you got it. Hold on, I'm trying to get a sneaker out. Here we go. I love a cheap, junky pre-roll. And I love when half of it gets lit and it starts burning down the side. And you ultimately got to throw it out.
Like,
walked by some nice homeless people taking their... You notice homeless people go to bed at about 6:30 because they're forced to get up like Jocko Willink. They're forced to get up right when the sun comes up. What time's the sun coming up? 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
So the bums are up at 5, which is cute because at around 8, they're tucking themselves into bench. And there's nothing cuter than seeing the homeless people get ready for bed. They're tucking themselves in. Now, is it illegal when they go to sleep, when it drops down to 54 degrees at the low at night, is it illegal for me to pour a bucket of ice water over them while they're sleeping? Is that illegal to do to somebody? Can you douse a bum in water? Can you super soak them from the car?
You could get a sniper super soaker that reaches from a few blocks away.
Well, is it legal to wetten homeless
I just want a sniper
person? The unhoused. They're yes, the bums go to bed at 6:30. They're following the Huberman Jocko-like schedule. Next time you see a bum go, start asking him about Andrew Huberman. See what he says. All right, let's light up a chifa and we'll get into the news here.
Someone says, do you have an opinion on the new Ralph Barbosa Netflix special?
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy at the front every single day who goes, what is the thing he says right as the trailer
Cowabunga, the Mexican? No, it's really, that's him?
Yes, right?
There is this complete Mexican chancho who's been on the cover of Netflix for a few weeks. He's like,
no, it's like
I went to school.
2 a.m. here.
I was always raised
3
by
a.m.
Maraca.
So I started this at like,
It's called Cowabunga. He seems pretty
I was
good.
feeling a little bit more
He's got a
energized.
beautiful bowl cut. Have you seen this Mexican guy? Imagine being on the front page of Netflix as a Mexican. That's pretty crazy. You're very lucky to be that Mexican and be on the front page of America's favorite site.
I am gay, but I have to say my opinion is that
This is nice music.
my sister. I think my sister is beautiful.
Is this jam band music? I noticed.
A 1,000 song album.
I realized.
I always put on for background.
Yeah, I realized why people don't like jam band music. It's poorly compressed. Oh, that was bad. That's why you don't do Look at that, Jules. Look at that.
What?
You saw it.
Oh my god.
What happened?
My whole
It's probably
pre-roll
like a
fell
pre-roll
out,
I would
and we
roll.
got a smoking desk.
Uh-oh. Smoking desk.
Okay, we're gonna have to. You guys like my little notebook here? What's in this notebook? Some good stuff. We're going analog.
But I didn't
I
like
gotta relight that. So the whole joint came out of its.
I did get
sheath.
one of those.
I've never seen anything like that.
It's a roller company.
I gotta get some
Easy,
fucking
whatever.
sleep,
it's a
bro. I'm
machine
going
that
nuts.
you can roll joints with.
All right, we're smoking. We're trying this
They
again.
make like
Okay.
a pinner, like
Just
really
everybody
tight
chill the
joints,
fuck out.
but
Put some more
it
music
works.
on there.
You know what I'm saying?
And we'll take our couple puffs quickly. I don't want that dying down.
First of all, if anyone tells me to go to bed, you're not my dad. You're not my mom.
This is Mac DeMarco. He put out a 1,000-song album. You really shouldn't do
I made
that.
a video like
That will greatly damage
Ashley,
his
it's
creativity.
time in LA. Go
We
to
hate
bed.
Mac
I'm like,
DeMarco here.
That's not
sorry.
true.
It's true from me, Jules.
I mean,
True for me. By the way, I told Jules.
he's my favorite
Say
actor.
yes
Yeah,
and me, so now I'm going to say it live on the show.
So,
Please.
Guess
Yes
what?
and me. We don't need to hear
8 hours forward.
that what I'm
in the
saying
UK.
isn't true.
It's
After I
12
say it,
hours
I'm
forward
looking
in
at him
the
a
right
big
now.
Middle East.
mistake
His
that
pick
she
on
keeps
Spotify.
making.
I can't say
10
that to
hours
him.
forward in
I
France,
can't.
I believe. Or 9.
All right, we've had our weed here. Let's get into light news.
And
Bring it down. Jules, why don't you read me the headlines here today?
Diddy had some rape
Oh,
allegations.
I like
yeah.
this because did you see this?
Definitely
Sean
look at
Puffy Combs. Finally, they come out against him. What are the allegations? Because it was pretty bad. I jumped up and screamed, and I didn't know I wanted this moment so badly. How many of you, raise your hands, have been wanting to wipe that fucking tough guy look off P. Diddy's face for so many
it's
years?
12 o'clock in Germany.
I didn't really realize how
On
much I
Saturday.
couldn't stand Puff Daddy.
Don't tell me to go to bed.
P. Diddy.
It's triggering.
Sean Pidley Combs. I didn't
You're not my
realize how much
daddy,
I
you're not my daddy.
viciously hated that guy.
That is funny.
Until I saw the rape allegations come out from Cassidy, right?
I'm not from California.
Is that what we're calling her?
DC.
Here, read those
I think
allegations.
it's really weird when people are like, "You're so
Here are the
California." I'm like,
complaints from
Yeah,
the lawsuit.
just read them out loud.
Paying
There's just a
attention to
quick
me.
checklist, right? I don't need to see them.
I bet you can twist up joints in like 30 seconds to a minute.
She's
I can't
thinking
roll a
she's
joint
beach
to save my
balling.
life. I could roll a joint to save my
She's
life.
beach balling today, folks.
have to be
We
really
apologize
focused.
for all the
Pizza
inconsistencies. All right,
to
Sean
bed.
P. Diddy Combs.
Basically,
Anything?
she says that he
Ryan,
trapped
I do
her
what
and
I want.
raped her
It's
for
my life
multiple
choice.
years. He blew
Remember
up
that South
someone's
Park?
car, which apparently was Kid
Actually,
Cudi's
I thought
car.
you meant doing nothing. No, it's 3 a.m. in Los
Let's
Angeles.
see.
So you didn't have any of this
Cool.
in front of you, is what you're saying. None of it was in front of you. Okay. Well, listen, when I'm scrolling through Instagram, did you see when P. Diddy dressed up as the Joker? Maybe you could send us his Instagram, Jules.
Yes.
You know, it's funny you say that.
Did you
Ryan,
see when
because
this year he didn't
when
do?
I
I think he
lived
did
in
the Joker
Miami,
6 months ago, and
people
now
would be
6
like,
months
"You
later
seem like
he's
very West
the
Coast,"
Brown
like,
Batman.
I don't know.
And then I started remembering
I
this
don't think
look
so.
on
Like, if
his
you get to
face
know me,
that
I
he
don't think-
always
I don't know,
has.
though. I
This
don't know what
tough
your working
guy
definition of West Coast is.
mafia look. And it really is, you know, this P.
Yeah,
Diddy
I don't know. I
stuff,
don't
this
think I'm
gangsta
anything.
stuff in
It's just
rap
me.
it finally caught up. You know who went first? The
In a cute
Sopranos
velvet
and the
dress.
mob bosses. They were the ones that we realized first.
3
Oh,
a.m.
this is fool's behavior. There's no mafia. You're not in the mob. And we watched
I like
as
when
these
he goes,
Sopranos-like characters, Joey Diaz,
you're not in the
Anthony
mob.
Cumia. You know, they're always quoting the mob. You know, who are their idols out there? Remember, and then you remember back to when you were like a teenager, like, wow, actually, people thought the mob stuff was cool. We used to like these movies.
Like
Go and try to watch
Sopranos.
Goodfellas now.
Goodfellas is a great
Really?
movie.
Go watch that movie. It's pretty fucking cringe. And then you're thinking, you know, I'm
Well, I'll
watching this
take that
new
as a
Scorsese
compliment,
trailer.
Ryan. And
I don't
definitely,
know. Like, is that all just cringe now? It could be. Try to watch The Sopranos. Try to hear another Italian.
But I think that's mostly who I am to
Deliver the
myself.
trope
Like, I'm
of
really
the
hard on
mom
myself, and
sauce, and they're wearing the white
myself
wife
up a lot.
beater, and they're hanging
But,
out of the
like,
hot
when
window
people-
in the
you're
Bronx.
so chill. You're so relaxed. You're so down to
It
earth.
almost
Like,
just became too much for
okay,
us.
well,
And we're finally looking now at
great.
that
I
stuff,
thought I was
you
kind
know,
of stuck
with
up.
a new
Not stuck up,
lens,
bitch,
with a new set of eyes, and it
a
just looks
hard-
like fool's behavior.
I'm hard to
I
myself.
think that's what's
which I'm
happening with
working
the
on.
gangster
But
rap
do you see what I'm
crew
saying? I think that makes
now
sense.
as well. You know, P. Diddy's running around. I'm the king of New York. I
You
don't
know
want
what?
people
Other
pretending to
people's
be the
business- other
kings of
people's
major
opinions of me
cities
are not
anymore.
my
Really, I
business.
don't. I don't want there to be a king of New York who's doing stuff that I'm not, you know,
Thanks,
agreeing
Ryan.
to.
Will you
And I
ever
don't think it's
feature
cool
on
to
the
be
Red Bar
into
Radio? I
mob
think
and
you
to
would be the
reference the
perfect guest.
mob and
Mike and
Junior
Jules
Mafia.
know how to contact me.
you know,
If
no,
they
you're
ever
just
wanted
some
me to
guys
be
that
on
got
Red Bar,
really
I would
lucky
definitely
via
do that.
music and then used your
Actually,
fan
why
base
don't you do a podcast where you just
to
talk
pretend
to
you're
us
a
about
businessman
anything
too.
playing?
You know, it's like Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein's not an amazing businessman.
Ryan,
He had an amazing roll of the dice
First.
and got this lottery ticket thing on YouTube where he got a ton of fans, and now he can sell
of
anything he
Shepherd.
wants to them. Doesn't make him a
I
good
started
businessman.
cooking
It just
show.
makes him a great
That was just
user of his fans.
Parsley,
And that's what these
tomatoes,
rappers did.
onions,
This is what Jay-Z has done.
olive
You're not
oil,
brilliant
garlic,
businessmen. You're not in the
and
mob.
instead
Remember,
of
you were from the
the
streets. Hello? Remember when you were crack
Anyway, I
dealers?
talk all the time.
Remember
without
how
other
you
things. What are you
talk?
talking about?
Have we not? You know, it's
Reach.
not how a person talks. It's been established.
What's up, girl?
So, yeah, when I saw this thing about
Didn't we
P.
just
Diddy.
see a music video with him like a week before
Yeah,
this
it
happened?
was. Oh,
Funny you
Tiana
mention
Taylor.
that,
Throw
right?
that
Yeah,
over.
hold
Throw
on.
that over. This is going to make you
YouTube
start hating me.
analytics
That's,
A week
doesn't
before,
agree
and
with
then
you.
yes, that's what it
this
was. A week
suddenly
before.
happened, and we were getting
And when I
He
see
read one
P.
song.
Diddy now, I want it. You know
But,
what? It would be
yeah,
so great.
theoretically, I want it to be
Because
balanced.
P. Diddy doesn't get
you
really
know? It's not like
antagonized by
a review
whites, really.
channel.
You know, he gets in a couple little skirmishes with 50 Cent, and the black Twitter handles these
Michelle,
things quite
how
differently.
Are you?
Oh yeah, this is the part I forgot. Lawa Ye says he also organized free
See what happens
gawks in
when
which
you go
she had to
live at
find
2
male
in the
escorts
morning?
to fuck.
The stuff that he
Well,
did.
Watch
Like,
is
have a
Adam
separate
22
channel
style.
where
These
you
orgies
tell
went on for
all the stories
days.
you're
He's
very
doing orgies.
interesting.
He's enslaving women,
I have a lot of
making his girlfriend. It's just Cassidy.
I literally
Is that her name?
stopped myself from
Cassie.
telling
Cassie.
stories.
And why would I know her outside of Black Twitter and their
Like, there's no
bogus
reason to
little
put that
universe that
context
they've
in at
built,
this point.
where it's like all these ABC TV stars, Ice-T, Ice Cube, P. Diddy, 50 Cent. The Dancing with the Stars cast is involved in that somehow. The Housewives. It's a real boomer
You guys, I watched a little bit of the Golden
celebrity
Bachelor.
scene
It's
with
like,
John.
I guess like the Bachelor for old people. I
John
thought it was so
Madness.
cute.
What's his name?
I
The
know it's
musician.
all of it. I watched a
John.
few episodes.
His
John
last name.
Legend?
Oh, he's a
It's like-
legend.
Like an older man
Yes.
And like an older man.
This
Like,
scene
that's a cute
needs to be
reality show idea. I
exposed and
like
made
it.
fun of. Everyone needs to wake up. Whatever scene P. Diddy's in. And it is a mainstream
But the way that
CBS
everybody-
family type of scene
Thank
with
you,
a
Ryan.
black criminal twist
Blushing.
that also works with like Kelly Clarkson somehow.
I don't really know that much.
Somehow
about
it's all
The
tied
chat scene
together.
is really
And Kelly
important.
Clarkson and Drew
Like the engagement and stuff.
Barrymore, they're on their talk
So,
shows,
as much as I
and they're
can,
also
and
involved
another
with P. Diddy,
thing,
who's blowing up
I could
people's
just keep
cars. He
going
blew
on
up
with
Kid Cudi's
Kid
bonuses
Cudi's
about doing
car,
Middle of the Night
which
Live. It's much less. It's a lot fewer
he
people.
blew
so I
up
can like read it easier.
Kid Cudi's car.
Right.
Now, I don't know if he blew it up without
Looking
Kid Cudi in it
beautiful.
purposely because
And
he's
thank
pretending
you. It's a dress.
to be a mob
My
boss,
friend bought it for me for Christmas. And
or
it's
if he
a dress.
screwed up. Both
I love it. And
ways
it's
are really
green,
bad. If you're
and
pretending
it's
to be a
like
mob
funny.
boss and you
I didn't
blew up
realize
Kid
it'd be kinda
Cudi's
matching
car
white,
because you
too.
wanted the streets to go, did you hear P. Diddy blew up a car? We
Season
better,
21, episode 11.
we better, because you know, black people, they still obey the make-believe world that you build for them. Oh, we better
my.
obey Diddy.
Well, it seemed
To
like
be very clear, I
everybody
do not
knew,
agree with
just
the
like before
stuff that
Louis
he
was
just
exposed.
said.
Yes.
Heard of his
You know, that's his
improprieties.
Black
and
Twitter,
Twitters. They were
They
talking-
lit up.
They knew about this already. it
Finally,
seemed like.
every tweet, finally, oh my God, and what
And I
about
do
this
think it
time?
is
And
secret.
he
in
did this, he
jest,
killed
but
Biggie,
either way,
he
just to
killed
be funny.
Tupac,
Okay,
he's done it
you
all.
gotta show that Justin Bieber video.
Yeah,
also.
and yes, and then I'm thinking about Diddy's, and everybody, picture Diddy's face. It's no better than Jada Pinkett Smith. He is Jada Pinkett. And he's got the same face. This is the face that I
No,
warn
on
everybody
season
about.
one,
It doesn't matter.
episode
Like
11,
there's
Sandra. My
There's a-
favorite movie or TV
a
show,
large
my all-time
portion of
favorite
society
movie
that
is
has
Wild
this
Hearts
face.
Can't Be Broken.
P. Diddy. He's
I
got the
also
face.
Like the movie Departed. I also
The,
like
the
movie Big
angry,
Lebowski.
annoyed,
TV shows, Game of
entitled,
Thrones.
spoiled face. Jada Pinkett has that face. Spike Lee
I really like
has
the
that
show
face.
OA.
There are
I've watched
whites
that
with
like
this
3 times.
face. Jordan from the
other favorite
Kardashian
movies.
crew, who was expelled from the crew. She is half white. She has his
Casino.
face.
Think
Jordan.
of a
what was-
full white.
I'm trying to think of a
please.
full white who carries this Jada Pinkett face. Maybe this is a black
Catcher
trait.
in the
Could it be? No, surely
see,
there
that's
are
like
whites
Tyler
with this
Brain.
face.
Catcher in the
Oh
Wind.
yeah, Cameron Esposito
Catcher,
has his face.
Catcher in
There
the
you go.
Rye. JD silent.
Lesbian, Cameron Esposito
Okay,
carries
think of a
this.
straight white man who has.
Well,
the
maybe
face.
that says something about why this face is so. We need to beware of this face. You know, and
I don't
people
know
gotta
what that
start
means, though. I read
judging.
bar reaction.
You were told not
that
to
someone
judge. That
here?
could have been the biggest mistake. You know, that's why we're here right now. You didn't judge. You gave everyone the benefit of the doubt. You don't need to give P. Diddy the benefit of the doubt. And then I
Don't
go
do
listen to
it.
his rap songs.
Don't do it.
I'm not rapping along the Mace parts anymore. They're absurd. It's as foolish as The Sopranos. You want to hear? And maybe you still think The Sopranos
People
is
are
good.
saying Eminem
I
has
do.
that face. Do you
Sopranos would
agree?
be another show I would say.
Yeah.
Law and Order.
Oh yeah. Yes. Eminem has that face.
Spacey, Logan Paul, Jim Norton.
No. Think Jada Pinkett. Think Jada Pinkett's attitude,
I don't want to think Jada Pinkett at all.
where
ever
she's
about
being
anything.
unfair. It's an unfair,
The whole thing is so confusing to me with them.
Maybe
It's
Kevin
like,
Spacey
what?
righteous.
does have it.
Kevin
Go away.
Spacey.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto's confusing.
No,
as
you got to
fuck.
think more maniacal. And there are plans
what is he
attached to
doing?
this face. This
Like
face
this-
isn't just a.
We're gonna see one in the next couple of shows and be like that guy.
Yeah.
You know?
So keep that face in mind. I'll show you here. Look at P. Diddy's video, and I see this. So this is what drove me nuts. This comes out, and we watch all the new stuff. We watch all the new videos. It's a music video, and believe me,
And we'll
music
call
videos
it.
few
You
and
guys
far
literally
between.
can't hear me. I'm gonna try one
So anytime a
thing.
celebrity person makes a video, we're making sure we see it. It's very hard to figure out how to do this. Really, try to find a list of new music videos that were released in order. Go ahead. Good luck.
Can you
People say
guys hear
Jonah
me
Hill.
better
I can
now?
see Jonah Hill, kinda. I think, yeah, he fits.
Yeah.
I guess
This could be
not.
more of a black
time
thing.
you have
No,
for 5 minutes
definitely
to hear
a
yourself.
black and a lesbian share
Francis.
this trait.
Wow,
And you can see Spike Lee sitting there, right?
he's got a lot on his plate.
Sitting there. He can't get out of the funk. He just can't think about anything else except to why he being fucked over.
Jules
You
is
know,
beautiful.
And you got to
She's
shake that
gorgeous.
look off your
You
face.
always
And if you
wonder
can't,
what
you're
Jules
Jada
looks like?
Pinkett. I've said this. I don't know. It's abusive
stunning.
to be
She has, like,
around
Beautiful.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
blonde
It's
hair,
abusive to be
she's
around
got
P.
gorgeous
Diddy.
face.
Right? Don't they
stunning.
read abusive?
Yes.
So
Very,
here
very
is. I go, oh, I'm so excited. P. Diddy's going to be in a video with Tiana Taylor. And you guys remember Tiana Taylor, right? From Kanye West's, you know,
Of
he
course.
basically owns her. So Kanye West is the only reason anybody knows Tiana Taylor. And I feel like secretly.
So, at 3 a.m., if anyone cares, I'll actually give Patrick a chance to redeem himself. How do I sound right now? Can you guys hear me? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You can hear me now, correct? Yes? Gonna sing a song. Take me home, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. You guys can hear me very well, correct? It's just that I should pause when I speak. Yeah? You know, the last thing I need is Francis over here. Thank you. I don't want to blare, but let's see. How's that? I'm going to check it on my TV. Is that a lot louder or a little louder? Loud and clear. I'm like Craig Mack. What is it? What was that song? Got fresh music for your ears. Craig Mack got. Oh my gosh, I forget the beat. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's much better, right? Louder. La 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 la. A doe, a deer, a female deer. Da 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 da. Yeah? Cool. Thank you.
Maybe even publicly, Kanye West and P. Diddy hate each other. Well, I think P. Diddy hates Kanye, and he celebrated when Kanye got canceled. I think P. Diddy has always been secretly gunning for Kanye, jealous of him. He wanted to be the main black celebrity producer. Kanye came in and then makes P. Diddy look like a little pistachio, a little boomer cringe pistachio. So now here's P. Diddy swooping up Tiana Taylor. Now that Kanye's canceled, oh, come here, I got you, baby, and I won't treat you. I'll take you away from that bad man. And then look what he does. Watch the pimp. P. Diddy just pimp a woman. Now it says Diddy, Closer to God, featuring Tiana Taylor. This is the video. And spoiler alert, it's just Tiana Taylor.
He's like making
So
her walk
why
outside
is
with like
Diddy
just
even
a pillow.
involved? Watch. You're going to get mad. Here he is.
I fixed it because Danielle is amazing and she taught me how to
So they're in the desert.
OBS Studio. Turn it on. I'm a slow learner when it comes to technology. Doing the best
Tiana
I
Taylor
can.
does have that face too.
Thank
and
you.
did you see what her middle name is? They said Tiana. Did you see this?
Turn it on. Awesome. Thank you
Tiana
guys.
Spike Tay Taylor. Spike Tay.
And I appreciate
So
your
Spike, I
patience
said who?
endlessly.
Spike Lee. That's bad. So all this Spike, Tiana. I bet you any Tiana's got this face kind of. Taylor's about to have this face after what she did to Anna. Google it.
Like, I think
Google
some of the
Taylor
funnier
Swift
parts of
Anna
REDBAR is
and
like
the
what he
water
doesn't even-
conspiracy.
I don't know if he realizes how funny he is.
I'm the only
low-key,
person who
like,
has the truth
just
to
when he's
this
not
story
meaning to
coming
be.
up next on REDBAR. Okay, P. Diddy, does he pop out here? Oh, God, yes. So this is Tiana Taylor's song. But P. Diddy, being the bully pimp that he is, he goes, you make a song for me, baby. We'll call it P. Diddy and Company. And it's just her singing. But this P. Diddy's all throughout the video doing this. Watch. Look at this.
Yes, thank you, Danielle.
Oh, okay. Lock him up, right? Look at that. You can't act like that anymore. This is like if you had a cane, you were trying to be Al Capone walking through the street. The mob and these guys, you don't. Oh, they're so out of
He
touch.
settled with her in one day, so that basically means he did it all.
Yeah, and yeah, he paid this woman off. Imagine what he must have offered, because in one day they settled and she withdrew the rape charges, withdrew the bombing. Look at how he shows up on screen. Tell me you don't want this guy in jail.
I don't want him anywhere near home.
How did we let this go on this long? You don't run the city. You don't run our major cities.
Got married to this. Like,
You know, I don't
pretty,
want
really
these guys.
pretty,
Right? Elon and
so much
Diddy
like
and
Kim
Tay,
Kardashian
they run
has the
things,
whole,
huh?
You know, thing.
You can't let these people
Canada,
hijack and
Australia,
run things.
Like a year ago. And like,
Here's
makes you go
Tiana,
out
look
on
at
the
this.
street wearing different weird outfits, like,
See this bitch? She'll do
apparently has her
anything for
work
money,
out
and she
on a very
lies too. She
strict
threw Kanye
schedule.
under the bus.
Apparently
Nobody liked
has
her
on a
stupid
very
album.
strict diet.
Wonder why?
She's
You know,
only
this
allowed
is the
to wear
type of
clothes she
single
picks
woman
out.
who's constantly,
And
you know, getting shaken down by
I
the
guess she went back to
cops, getting
Australia
arrested at the
recently,
motel, and then
and,
getting back put on the streets there. And the cops are always coming
her
around
family's, like,
asking
trying
her
to
for
do an intervention to
information.
get her away from
And
him.
it's always something with her, right?
I liked her merch shirt,
That's
that
not
yellow
nice.
shirt.
Yeah,
Wore
Yeah, that was
a
nice.
lot.
So when her album flopped, the one that Kanye produced when he did the Seven,
7 songs.
Seven
Summer,
song.
7 songs.
7-song albums, nobody liked hers, and she's like, yeah, Kanye screwed up my whole. And it's like, no, without him, there's no album, and nobody's listening to any of it.
Okay, So they're very avant-garde.
So she threw him under the bus, and then she runs over to Diddy.
What I read and heard was that
Let's give it
people
a try with
thought that
Diddy.
he was controlling
And
her.
here he is,
If
just
it's their
walking all
thing,
over a video.
different strokes,
He's
different folks.
titled.
That's
He's
cool.
the
But
creator of
didn't
the
they
video. Diddy,
separate?
Closer to God, featuring her. When it's all her. One more shot.
Kanye does the only funny
It's a
thing
desert there.
done.
And I want them out at the
It's
desert. If you don't live in the desert, there's no playing and filming out here. No. That's one of my rules, is a guy who lives here now. Because there's not a...
protective.
Really? I
Ryan,
don't
so I
want
said the
people
other
coming
day,
and filming in
I
the
did
desert
a,
and pretending you're a badass out here.
Well, you asked me
You couldn't
to.
stand one day
I did a
out in
video
one of my
where I
tents
just
out
talked,
in these deserts.
and it was about Kanye.
Okay?
And I was like, I
So
feel like
I don't
he's
want
a
you coming
man
out
fighting
here
for
and
his
what do they
soul.
call this? Cosplaying
And
as me.
recently, when we were
Speaking of
watching REDBAR,
desert
I was like,
life,
I still feel
Mike
the
got
same
his
way, but it's
first
a
rubber
totally
duck
different
the other day.
Thank
energy
you,
behind it,
everybody.
if that makes sense.
I come to the door of my Jeep Wrangler
Like,
Supreme.
Lost.
That's what
kinda.
I've titled it. People go, which kind of Jeep Wrangler do you have? Because they come. I hate
I hope she's happy
stuff
too.
like this where there's a
one-
shitty version.
Yeah, it's
You know, it's
cool
like
to
with
do
guitars.
artistic stuff like that. For
You
sure.
could have a $22,000 guitar,
from
but
what
then there's a
I guess her
$100
friend said,
version
and this is in
as
the
well
last
that looks
2 or 3
almost
weeks, and
identical.
It was
And
on
you
the
go,
news.
oh,
I
great.
don't watch
Now
the
everyone,
news, but
you
I
know,
watch people that cover the news.
thinks about it as the cheap
And then
version.
this
So
guy
I get
that comes
this
with
way
a
with
bunch of
Jeeps.
celebrity
When I see
stuff.
somebody with
And
what I call a
all her
cheap
friends and
Jeep,
family were so
which is
happy
anything
that
under what I
she
have, which is
went
Supreme.
to
We'll go, what's the Supreme,
Australia,
Mike? What do
and
you
they had,
have?
like,
A
a,
Sahara Unlimited, a
intervention.
Rubicon.
Like, there's one
You know, what do you
video
got? A
where she's, like,
Willis? No, I
literally
have
just underwear and
the
a
Jeep
pillow, and
Wrangler
she doesn't look
Supreme.
happy. I don't know. My man was like, I want you
It's
to walk down Fifth Avenue with
all-
just underwear and a pillow.
You
today.
barely
Like,
see my model.
tomorrow this. Like, I don't know. It would be exhausting.
So yes,
But maybe she's into
but
it. I
then
don't
there's
know.
people out there who think of like a
I don't know her, I don't know
$8,000
him. So it's all conjecture,
1996 Jeep Wrangler, and that's what is forever burned into their mind. So I get very mad when
Guaranteed.
there are options
No.
that are shit
Right?
of
Amish.
things
we
that I
need for a
have
lot
that
of
I
other
want to
reasons.
keep all for myself.
We'll talk about that later.
Wow.
The duck.
We
The
need
duck,
the
yes.
Amish.
Oh, so yes, I have a
Kanye's
Jeep
not
Wrangler
allowed to go near
Supreme. Yeah.
Amish.
And I come to my door,
Beep, beep.
and you know, at first I got really scared because shoved into my door handle was a blue rubber ducky, a
I don't know
mini,
how to pronounce the name.
mini
Ganos
rubber
Val.
ducky
Gurus
with a
Val.
gentleman's
Gurus
top
Val?
hat, like a Monopoly man
Gurus
hat.
Val.
Does he have a monocle too? And a little coat?
That could be a Mandela effect
I don't know
of it.
the
Yes.
version of being told what to
And
do, being told what
It's
to eat,
blue,
being told like,
and at first I thought somebody,
stringent
okay, we're getting
workouts,
bombed
that,
here,
like,
or this
I
is
don't
Or
know
have you
a
seen those
version
we're
of
being
that that's not
tracked. We've been being
comfortable,
tracked.
or
Yes.
uncomfortable, super
And
uncomfortable
but
as
then
a
I go,
woman,
oh
right?
yeah,
Especially
in the
with, like,
Jeep
so much
community,
attention,
which
oh
I
my
am
God,
not a
stuff,
part of. Honk
I
honk.
hope she's okay.
I am not a part of their community. But in the Jeep community, if a Jeep
Looks like a
parks
nice,
next to
innocent
another
person, I
Jeep,
guess.
it's
But who
tradition
knows?
for them to take a rubber ducky and put it on the other Jeep. Okay, well, that's vandalism to me. His license plate, Jules, throw it up. No, so
He doesn't
we
strike you as
received
a
one of these.
physical
So some
abuser?
motherfucker out there
I wouldn't put it
thinks
past
I'm
him.
cute and playing around with him at Target. Oh, I'm part of the cute community.
okay, Honda.
And he puts it in my Jeep. I go, Jules, look at this. She got scared. She got scared. I had
Haven't you
to
seen
really.
that TikTok a million
Yeah.
times where that lady's like, if there's a
Yeah.
napkin stuck in your door, that means you're being tracked.
That
If there's
means
a
it's
note,
already
if
too
there's a
late,
dollar
and they're gonna
bill."
slice your legs as you walk by.
Yes, they're gonna
I
slice
feel
your
like Kanye
Achilles.
would be
Yes,
just about-
we
I don't
thought it
think
could
Kanye's
be one of
in
those, but
control of
no,
his
we
brain.
quickly
That's
realized what
the
it was. It was so nice. And
gut
now we've got
feeling, I
this
guess.
sitting there.
Again, I never met the
up
dude,
on the
I
dash.
don't know.
It's
And we could
completely,
be
I'll tell
being
you something.
tracked. It's still
Anything
there.
about it.
It's right here, right now.
You want to hear the most interesting thing that happened to it? I set it like this, clockwise, and that was a week ago. Now it's almost at 7 o'clock. Go figure. That's the most interesting thing that happened with that
We
thing.
should
That's
get
a
rid
very
of that
mean
by
thing
now.
to
It
say,
could be
Ryan.
some
Get
sort
rid of it. So I'm not part of the Jeep community. I don't find it to be fun. These guys, they. By the way, every Jeep is so
So she needs a handler.
hideous
The way
out
that
there because these
he called out
guys
his
are told they
handler?
could mod them
Okay.
themselves.
Or
So a bunch of, and believe me, if your guy's buying a
Fitness
Jeep Wrangler,
trainer,
he probably has
handler.
very little style.
same
to
in
begin
LA. at a
So
certain point.
now you're taking a guy like this, you know, he's wearing medium burnout shirts of like, you know, grill companies, logos. He looks like one of Joe Rogan's hunting
agree.
friends
I
who
think
comes
mental
on. They've got the hat.
often is
And
worse
and now they could go out and
longer
mod
lasting
the car.
than
They could
physical.
change the style of it
So
to whatever
Casio,
they'd like. So it's like that
obviously, depending on what
MySpace
the situation
homepage
is,
syndrome. If you let all
the
these people who
trauma
don't have,
can take
you know,
a shorter
the
or longer
skill
amount of
or the
time.
talent
But
to
when
do
somebody's,
design,
like,
you let them
fucking with your
design to
head,
their heart's desire.
you know,
You got
like,
some atrocious ass
making you
Jeeps
question
out there.
reality, making you
And then
question
because there's so many ugly
literally
modded up
anything, and
Jeeps,
over a
it's
sustained
convincing
period of time,
people
and
who
then
haven't
you
even
start
gotten into
questioning
it
yourself and
that that's
hearing
the look of
a
the good
voice
one.
of, you know,
No,
someone else's opinions, and then whatever
Guys,
it
this is
um,
the one
I
time
think
when
it should be criminal to some
99%
criminalized
of this Jeep community
some
is
point.
doing it completely wrong, and I actually have the answers.
I agree.
Because they've
I
never
think
really had a guy like me
some
in their
cases,
community.
maybe more than not.
And if they would only listen to
mental,
me,
verbal
you know, they want to
What's
do
your
everything.
least
especially
favorite Jeep
sustained,
mod? Because I know mine.
think
What's yours?
The
lends to
mean
longer
eyes
Yeah,
on the
well,
front
that's
headlight.
more,
that's very tacky.
deleterious,
I
The
hate
mean
that
eyes.
long-term,
one.
more
Well,
deleterious
you don't want to get
effects.
away from what something was supposed to look like, okay? They're doing the thing here. I mean, most Jeeps are disgusting. Look, they have plastic black
Does anyone
fender
here not have
flares
animals?
on the.
Get
That's
out.
not a mod.
Just kidding.
Is it?
No,
To
but you know
Ryan's
how some of
question,
them
he said,
come
"Does
like
anyone else
that
here have
with like a
animals?" What
black
kind of
plastic
animals do
roof?
you have,
That
Ryan?
looks terrible. And no
Depends, it
one knows.
depends.
And no one knows. So, yes, I have the Jeep
I'm gonna
Supreme.
guess you
I don't want to
have-
be part of the Jeep community. And anybody out there who is modding a
guinea
Jeep or
pig.
rides a Jeep, to me, it's
Maybe
atrocious
a
looking
hamster.
compared to ours. And we roll our eyes at every other Jeep on the road and in the lot. We are not here to have fun with you guys.
Mr. Pickles,
On
then
that at
don't
all.
follow it.
And we're almost,
Go
believe me,
somewhere else.
I'm trying to
Do
get out of this
something that's easy for
community
you.
as fast as I fucking can.
I can't wait to give it back to another guy.
Yeah. And these middle-aged
I do
men,
not
what
have
do
a
they even think
complaints
when they're talking
department,
to me? What age do they
okay?
think I am? Because I'm a kooky
If
middle-aged
you want to be
man.
helpful,
wonder
great.
that
If
also.
not,
Everyone
people
else
think
looks
you-
their age. Like when we go out and there's all these 40-year-olds, they look like 40-year-old dads, but I look like a weirdo. The size isn't all right.
Why do you look like you're
You can send
12
a
years
complaint
old and
to
62 years old at the
yourself?
same time?
Tony
I don't
Hinchcliffe,
know.
everybody. Jules and Tony got it going on last
I want
week.
Red Bar
Did
to
you
be
hear about
louder than
Jules
me.
and
I
Tony?
will work on
They
maybe
hooked up.
pausing later, but this is
And
a
then
late
here
night
we
stream
found
and I'm
this
tired
tape
anyway.
just finally with
Well,
Diddy.
Jeep-
So
Is
instead
this-
of falling asleep, which I've done
Oh,
on live
okay.
stream.
No, that's the Jeep thing.
like 3
What,
times.
is this
Oh,
the?
go to here. I put it in
We're gonna wrap this
this
up.
video that I found to be funny.
here he is.
Oh,
This is
that's the Joker one.
Yeah,
you
look at that.
asked for.
This anybody who's into the Joker must be stopped. You
Jerry,
understand?
wanna talk to
There's
my
no more
manager?
high-fiving somebody about the Joker. Think about what
1 second.
you've become. I don't want to even have to explain
Hi, Ashley's manager.
that to somebody.
I heard you wanted to speak to me.
The Joker
What are you
must
talking about?
stop. I've been yelling this for 10 years about the Joker. There will never be a time where it's okay to like the Joker anymore. It's over. Here's B. Diddy as the Joker from last Halloween. Watch
no.
this. Watch how he acts.
What's going on? It's InstaSnap TV with
Oh.
another exclusive.
Thanks a lot.
Diddy got into an altercation last night on
Killer
Halloween with
video.
Power Series.
You user.
Damn it.
These users of media. You didn't need to make this. What drives this man who made this to make this? Maybe he's getting a serious amount of views.
Actor Michael J. Ferguson. We don't know for sure what lead up to it, but
Thank you
allegedly
for
What
Diddy
lead
was
up to
annoying
it?
Michael with the Joker acting. It appears Michael was
And
ready
what
to throw
happened?
hands with Diddy, who
Show
he thought
the
was just
tapes.
some random guy. Diddy looked like he
Here's
was
a
ready
better one,
too
I
for a
think.
second.
Okay, you found a better one?
Isn't it weird when they have those
This is
videos
more
that
of a
like
compilation
AI
of his whole
voices,
night
like
that
AI
night.
bots,
Oh,
like
'cause he
man
was
or male or
wild.
female. It's like,
He was this type of
"Mm."
behavior. This is what makes me sick too. I don't like seeing somebody else take over the streets.
I don't like this
Oh
idea.
no! Wait till you see this. Okay, he's in full character. Okay, okay,
I have a
stop.
comment that I'm
You
gonna say to
cannot
myself,
pretend to be the Joker
maybe
for a
something
night.
like-
No. You can't, and they all do. Guess what? They all do it great.
Totally creepy. Like
They're
when I
the best.
click on a video
Which
and
is
it's like one of
the.
those
It's
AI
like
video
Shane
voices,
Gillis having that
voices
really
on the
good
video,
Trump
I'm just
impression
like,
on his list. That's not a good thing. That's really
what
fucking.
message are we sending here?
Like, think about that. To do the Joker this well means you're either tapping in, you know
Is
this
anyone
character
gonna call
so well,
out?
and you love this character so much, and you fantasized about being this character for so long,
I'm just saying.
that you're better than the rest of us at instantly being it.
But I'm not saying it.
It's like, yeah, it's like with this. What was my other example right before this? It was,
Shane Trump?
yeah, Shane doing the Trump impression. It's like, that's too good. So you're really into Trump, like you're a fan, a real one of these Trump fan. You just can't get enough.
I feel
Of
like
Trump.
it's cooler.
You're
to
one
be
of those
a
guys who
huge
goes,
Trump fan
"Dude."
than a huge Joker fan.
Yeah,
Like the
but it's
borrowed
just as
style of
cringe.
having the voices overlaid
You know what I
together.
mean?
Thank you,
It's just as
Guarantee.
overdone. So to see Diddy do stuff like this, the posing and the LARPing
Yes,
all night. The
Sandra.
LARPing is a thing. You
So
know,
let me get in the habit
LARPing
of
is a
doing
negative
this.
term, right? Get a
Um,
negative feeling behind it. Oh, look at this guy LARPing. It's not to
So
congratulate
yes,
him.
it is possible. My preference, excuse me, my preference would be to do what I do and just like comment as we go. So I wish the volume could be better, but I don't want to be overriding him. Let's see. It's 3:33. So I'll say I'll be here another 5 minutes. And for next time, or until this computer dies, whichever comes first. I just plugged it in. I will try to do that. Let's see if this works though too. So
LARPing is an insult. So
My voice
yes,
should
to
be
dress
louder,
up and at this age, and again, it all boils down to the fantasy of him running the world.
Wendell Smith.
That's the fantasy of these guys.
Wendell,
That fantasy
you're
should
in
make
the
you
same
sick.
country as
Think
David.
about that.
he was
Talk about
You guys, I
them
feel like
cucking us.
should meet up.
A guy who wants to run the whole world. P. Diddy wants
See?
to be the king
When
of
you
your
do
city.
late-night
He wants to
streams,
cuck
get
you.
people-
He's trying to put you in a cucked position. So to cheer that
I
on
just
is to
learned what
become
cuck means,
a
like,
sex slave,
a
one of
week
his
ago.
minions. So we must
CUCK.
revolt always when a guy is trying to take over, because taking over means you're under him. We are under
Unless I suck my thumb.
no man.
Do you think he was in a Joker state of mind when he blew up Kid Cudi's car?
Exactly. Lock him up.
Depends.
And yeah, I mean, he thinks he's above the law.
My
Look at
dad's
this.
Ryan.
Look at this. That's video.
He's pussy. He's pussy. He's pussy. Yeah. You, nigga. Yeah, him. Just what I said.
That's him doing the Joker laugh. Look at this. All night. Oh, with the Tommy gun.
What's up, baby? What's up, baby?
Ooh, you know what? Also, they need to ban people who dress up like the Purge style guy. All those new satanic clowns and guys with bats and like they're walking casually like that in their bat. I want
Not
that.
into that type
No,
of guy.
even on Halloween, because that's a negative.
You're more into
I am so grateful for everyone's feedback. Can you not hear me? I'm going to test this out right now. The thing is, guys, the volume is the opposite of what you think. Like going up is actually going down. Is this the, am I super loud right now? It's like a 15-second over thing. I should be really, really loud. Like, this is the loudest it should go. Yes? La 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 la, a doe, a deer, a female deer, da 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 da. It's super loud now, yeah? Okay. You know what I also thought about Guarantee? Now I should be as loud as possible. I should be really, really loud. Thank you, Sandra. Do whatever makes you happy. This makes me happy. Like, doing this with you guys makes me happy. But I wish that I could figure out the sweet spot, and it's totally my, I need to sort it. Hence another reason I was like, oh, I'll do this in the middle of the night. No one will be here. Except Danielle, who's, now you guys hear me. Great. Some of you know that for the last 2 or 3 weeks, this has been going on. Literally, okay, let me remember this. But I'm not like screaming in your ears. It's not super, super loud. All the way to the right is the loudest it's gonna go. All right. I won't forget that. Oh, you're at full volume and it's not too loud? Okay. Do you guys want me to tell you a bednight story? There was once a rabbit called Briar Rabbit. Do you guys know about Briar Rabbit? Anyone? It was a story my dad used to tell us before we went to sleep. And the story about Briar Rabbit is that Briar Rabbit came from the briar patches. That's where he lives. That's his spot, right? Briar patches are with thorns and prickly, they're briars, right? But that's where he lives. And he gets caught all the time by the farmers. And he says to the farmers, please, 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 you know, he'll be like trying to eat the vegetables on the farm. Please, 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 do anything with me, do anything, but don't throw me back into the briar patch. And every time the farmers fall for it, and that's his home, and they throw him back into the briar patch. So, for whatever that's worth, which might be nothing, that's what happens. Goat tamer, better loud than too quiet. You're golden. Thank you. Do you really tame goats? It's kind of cool. All right. Bye, guys. Next time, we will be almost there, if not there. But we're here. Have an amazing evening, morning, day, night, and all these things. Stay happy and have fun.